What's up,
What's
black
happening?
man?
What's happening? What's happening?
Is my audio echoey?
No, you good. You good.
All right.
You know, what's happening with you?
Well, having a good day today.
That's always a good thing. Always a good thing. You know?
I think I want to show my maturity on your platform. I want to be reserved and wait for you to ask me a question before I just get on here flooding it with my energy or my personality because I have a lot of stuff out there before maturity hit me. I was out there on camera, so I want to represent myself and my father accordingly. So I'm gonna just wait till you do your thing and I'm gonna do mine.
Okay, okay. Because we had to do a little. We did a little research on you. Have my team do some things. So I got a few questions for you. Because of course Seagram was definitely an artist. You know, what I mean that I definitely listened to. He definitely a Bay Area legend in his own right.
So with
So
my dad like cars. If you know anything about my dad, this was my dad's Cutlass. I've been having this Cutlass for a few years. I don't care if anybody see it because I only ride it when I ride it. And if you catch me in it, I'm riding with it, fully automatic too. And yeah, this is one of my dad's cars. This is 71. I'm at a recording studio right now, and I had my mechanic come over and do a lift kit for me because I wanted to put some bigger gold ones on it. And so my mechanic came and we put a lift kit on it, and I'm just sitting out here smoking. Yeah, this is one of my dad's classics. A lot of people, it's got low miles and everything original except for the stuff I did to it, like the customized. Let me see, my camera tripping. I'm just showing you something that I have that belongs to my father that's mine's now. And it only got 24,000 miles on it, real miles.
okay, so let's do this. Because a lot of people may tap into it and not realize who you are when they first jump on. So this kind of introduce yourself, and then and then bring it in reference to who your father is, so they can put the two and two together.
My name is Relliano Graves. People call me Mac Real. People call me Relliano. My father is Seagram Miller from the Miller family, the first California rap artist to get a major distribution deal from Rap-A-Lot Records in the 90s. He got signed to Jay Prince for $1 million.
Okay.
The son of
All
Seed.
right. Now one of the questions that they had for me, and I don't think that there's any relation, but y'all not related to Percy anymore, are you?
You would have to talk to my dad's brother, my uncle Octavius. A lot of people don't know this, but Octavius Miller raised me. And most of the information that I have about my father or about my ancestors or any information that I do possess comes from him. So if I knew about it, I would say yes, but it doesn't mean it's not true, because we related to the Easy E family. We got family in different forms. So I can't tell you, no, I'm not related to Master P, but I will say my sister's got a picture with him and Lil Romeo. I seen it at my mama house. That ain't no lie. I seen a picture of Master P and my little sisters.
Okay. Now,
Excuse me.
one of the big things that
Just set
that
it
they
over there.
came,
All right.
there's been a lot of controversy, tied in with you, to where people are saying that you're not Seagram's son. So, you care to elaborate on that.
I'm not what?
That we've seen controversy where a lot of people are saying that you're not Seagram's biological son.
Okay, so when they do that, right, this is
Hmm.
what I do. I think about that tombstone that I drove to the cemetery and put in the ground. And I think about Sieg not having a tombstone for 25 years and how he had $1 million contract before he died. And I think about he got other kids. They all know he didn't have no tombstone. But since I'm the firstborn and the oldest, I took that responsibility as a man because I am somebody that loves my father, I'm gonna buy him a tombstone, and I'm gonna connect with the same dude who made Easy E tombstone, same dude who made Nate Dogg tombstone, Nipsey Hussle tombstone. Get him the best tombstone he could ever get. And I'm not rich like the people that signed him to rap a lot or none of that, but I'm gonna make sure my daddy got a tombstone. So when a motherfucker say I'm not the son of Sieg, it's because they're upset that I never told them I was the son of Sieg. For example, and I'm gonna kick it at you straight. I've been knowing Yuckmouth since I was a little kid, but I never told him I was the son of Sieg. You know why I never told him? Because I wanted to know who did something to my father. Now this is real. This ain't no, cause see, when you talk to me about my dad, I'm gonna kick it at you real. I ain't about to sugarcoat it because I want you to feel my spirit. I never told nobody who my daddy was because I wanted to know who did what, when, and where. And people talk a lot if they don't know nothing. So if you just sit and observe, and all the rappers I've been up under, they just mad because I outsmarted them. My Uncle Octavius told me deliberately, don't tell nobody who your daddy is because he got killed by his friends. So they're mad because I never exposed my personal heritage to them. That ain't your business, nigga. You ain't gonna put no work in for my dad. Not saying that about Yuck, because I love Yuck. I'm saying that because my dad had so many friends that he birthed relationships with. They ain't never even been to his grave, or they would know he didn't have a tombstone. So why niggas is like, oh, he ain't the son, he ain't the son. They're just mad because I didn't tell them. I know who did what. Yeah, I figured out some shit. I sat down with the king of Oakland, looked him in his face. I sat down with Jay Prince. I sat down with any man I say their name, and I hollered at him about my dad with the same energy. So when a motherfucker say, oh, that ain't the son of Sig, nigga, you don't know who my daddy was fucking. He was on Jenny Jones in the 90s. You don't know who my mama is. You're mad. You can't line me up. You're mad you don't know nothing about me. So when they say that because I'm repping my daddy like a hood. My uncle said, you repping SIBO so hard. You rep SIBO so hard. Why don't you rep your dad? You repping SIBO so hard. Why don't you rep your dad, bro? I'm like, oh, I can do it now? He like, yeah. I'm like, nah. I'm going to go take over Oakland. I'm going to go live in my daddy hood. I'm going to go hang out with motherfuckers. I'm going to ride around with my chopper. I'm going to go to Santa Rita, wear my blues, saying I'm the son of Sieg everywhere I go. So every time I go somewhere, I take my motherfucking shirt off so they can see my daddy tatted on my chest. So when a nigga say I ain't the son of Sieg, I buy my daddy a tombstone. I got all of his cars. All his memorabilia, I own it. So when a motherfucker say that, they mad because my uncle, he outsmarted all them Oakland niggas. He was like, oh, y'all gonna smoke my brother? I'm gonna raise his son. And I'm gonna put his son on tours, put him up under rappers. I'm gonna make him pop. Yeah, they mad. They mad my family won. It's chess, not checkers. I'm in their business. They're mad. They ain't gotta say I'm the son of Sieg. And the reason why I'm expressing it with so much emotion on this one question, because I'm not just answering this for you, Playboy. This is for all the niggas that disrespected my dad. For example, I sat down with Scarface. He told me my dad got killed holding his pistols. We did an interview on Doc Hicks' channel. Okay, how come you never went and visit my dad then? If he cool with you like that, you would know he don't got no tombstone. So all these dudes that be like, your dad this, your dad that, I got tired of hearing that shit. Nigga, I'm putting respect on my daddy name. He the tightest dude from the West Coast. They mad because they don't have the opportunity to do it. I heard Yuckmouth tell you he got signed to rap a lot because of my dad. My uncle been telling me that my whole life. But he also said, don't tell Yuck who you is. Don't tell him who you is. He don't need to know. You need to fuck with people from a distance and find out what the real is. I sat down with Little D, the king of Oakland, looked him in his eyes multiple times. That's on me. Any nigga name I say, I done looked them in their face, been around them, hung out with them, knocked bitches with them. They're just mad. They're mad. They're like, damn, I thought Sieg was dead. Nah, nigga, he don't die. He multiplied. I got a little brother named Seagram. So he goes around. He don't know me. I don't know him. I never met my brothers and sisters. I don't know nothing about them because I don't know them. I know my uncle. I know my grandma. I know my aunties. That's how fucked up my dad's death was, homie. So when somebody say, "Oh, I'm not the son of Seed," I want them to ask themselves, do they love their dad as much as I love mine? That's why I'm setting it down like this, Playboy. Yeah, and I'm not upset. I'm emotional because it's an emotional memory for me. My daddy was the tightest dude from the West Coast, never got a tombstone. Never. Never got a visit from Jay Prince, never got a visit from Yuck Mouth. I love Yuck Mouth, but I feel like Yuck got more responsibility to put in. Just like my uncle told me, I earn my respect. You gotta earn your respect. My daddy loved Yuck Mouth. He loved Yuck Mouth. Everybody know he loved Yuck Mouth. Yuck, go visit my dad in real life. That's all I want. And feel my energy when you visit my dad. Because my dad coming through me, telling me to say your name. I ain't just saying your name. You saying my daddy name. Every time you say my daddy name, I feel like, nah, nigga, you got more money than me, more bitches than me, more cars than me. Why you didn't buy him a tombstone? Why I gotta do it? Why I gotta let my nuts hang? Why I gotta boss up? Why I gotta do that? Nigga, that's a lot of courage. That's the real me. I told you I try to be mature, but you want to say something like, when they say that ain't your dad, okay, nigga. All these rich ass niggas say my daddy tight, ain't never went and visit that nigga nowhere. You know how I know? Because you can't find his grave, because it don't exist. It's not there. Next question.
Okay. Now, you mentioned, of course, Scarface, Jay Prince, and all them, and Seed was definitely uh, a major factor at Rap A Lot. And there was a video that you put out in reference where you was expressing yourself and displeasure with Rap A Lot. So where is the relationship now?
Around my neck, Rap a lot Seagram. Around my motherfucking neck. Look, I'm an emotional person. My women know that. My homeboys know that. My kids know that. Everybody know I got feelings. And if you play with them, I want to fight. Everybody know that about me. But what they don't know is I forgive people too. I might be disappointed in you, but I forgive you too. So this is some growth on me. My real personality, I don't even put on the internet because I know they don't get close enough to see me. So when I put that shit out there, you can't clown me saying I'm not the son. I'm the best son anybody know. I bought the daddy a tombstone. I drove it to the fucking cemetery. Got pulled over by Alameda police. I ain't gonna put all my business in the business, but I had the tombstone in the car. The police just let me go. They were fans of my dad. I slept at the cemetery because I had to be there at 8 in the morning. This ain't something a nigga just do claiming somebody as a dad. This is something you do when you got love and respect and you putting it on your father's name. So, like, my relationship with Rap A Lot and Jay Prince is like this. That's family. But at the same time, nigga, if you trying to like disrespect my dad by acting like you love him knowing you don't, I'm gonna take the elephant and put it in the room. I don't care what big OG it is. I fight. I'm good with my hands. I ain't scared of nobody. I don't care how many security it is. I'm not intimidated because every man bleeds, every man cries, every man gets sad. I know because I've been at that cemetery with tears in my eyes, wondering why this rich ass nigga dead, this king dead with no tombstone, and he ghostwrite songs for Scarface, wrote the biggest song in Rap A Lot history since Drake. They had to go get Drake to expunge my daddy's history on Rap A Lot. That's real talk. That ain't no cap. If Yuck Mouth said he the reason he got signed to Rap A Lot, then the biggest artist on Rap A Lot ever was my dad. I heard Bushwick Bill say it. I heard Scarface say it. I heard Yuck Mouth say it. Now I'm saying it. So my relationship with Rap A Lot is like this. We family. I'm going to wear this Rap A Lot chain around my neck everywhere I go. And a motherfucker got to take my life to take it from around me. I'm wearing that Rap A Lot Seagram. He was signed to Rap A Lot. His name is Seagram, and this Rap A Lot Seagram. And I asked Jay Prince for permission to use his logo in his face. He said yes. I said, is that copyright infringement? He said no. I ain't waiting on that dude to buy me shit. I buy my own necklace hanging around my motherfucking neck. I'm a tycoon. I'm just emotional because I never had a dad. I never had a man in my life to guide me, to instruct me, besides my uncle. So a lot of my thought processes are coming from him. So when he expresses how he expressed, it comes through me. I'm just a little more passionate about how I deliver my vocals because I want somebody to feel me. You feel me, bro? You don't
Oh
know
yeah.
me, but do you feel me, bro?
Believe me, I understand. I understand. So I know we couldn't find nothing online. So is your father's case still an unsolved murder, or did they ever find the person that did it?
It's not so much about finding the person that did it, but it's an unsolved murder for Oakland police. See, my dad got into a fight with the police. The police didn't even like Sieg. Let me tell you something about Sieg. Sieg was involved in a shootout where a cop got shot in the eye. It's a cop right now in San Leandro that got shot in the eye because somebody was shooting at Sieg, and Sieg wouldn't cooperate with the police and tell him who was shooting at him. So since he wouldn't tell him who was shooting at him, the police was like, fuck you. You got our dude shot because they were shooting at you and shot him in the eye with an AK, and he didn't die. It went through the door and hit him in the eye. It's a cop. So the police wasn't trying to solve his murder. You hear me?
Hmm. Never knew that. Never knew that. Well,
You a
one.
millionaire, you get killed in Oakland, shit, you gone. And we don't like
Well,
you.
the rumor is though, on the is that he died a hero because they said he took the bullet for Gangster
That's a
P.
lie. That's a lie. That's some internet shit. That's why I'm doing all these interviews. Cause see, can't no dude call you up and be like, I'm lying. You know why? Because I could pull out blood test paperwork. I could pull out I can call my uncle on three-way and put his face on the screen right now. And he'd tell you the brother is Seagram. You feel me? So like the truth is like this. My dad got set up by his friends. His homeboys were so jealous of him. He was handsome. All the women liked him. It was Felix Mitchell, Little D, and Big Seagram Miller. That's the real East Oakland legends, right? But everybody got smut on their name because in these third generations, right? My dad was having the most money. If you go look at that video, Big C, he was having more money than anybody. He was having so much money they had to knock him down. And he was scaring people. The stuff he rapped about, oh Black Lord, grant me the indulgence on which I speak upon. The way he talked, the way he rapped, handsome, aggressive, passionate. Oh, that's me. That's me. That's me 100%. But he was a gentleman though. See me, I'm a little broken. I never had a dad. All I had was an uncle and a mom with a drug addiction in this game. Then I met Sibo. I wanted to be just like Sibo. I just loved him. You feel me? I loved him. His energy, just the way he dominated the room, the way people respected him, the way he represented the West Coast. My uncle, he pulled me away from that. He like, man, you got to focus on your family. Your family really love you. That ain't no shots to the OG Sibo. I love him too. And Killer Tay. I got love for all them dudes. They all helped me. But at the same time, I never told none of them niggas who my daddy was. I need to know the truth. I ain't no sucker around here. I got stripes in them East Oakland streets. Real solidified stripes. And respecting that Santa Rita. I've been in there, in the dorms, when they tripping, wearing the blues. I ain't oranged up. I'm in the blues, dorm 32, top bunk, bottom bunk, West building. I'm in that thing. What's happening? I'm in Eastmont Mall. Not like I'm some big tycoon, but I ain't no little fish out here. So we really don't need rap a lot to co-sign nothing. I do that just because you got my daddy fucked up. You understand what I'm saying? That's why they don't like me. You told me you was gonna put my dad tombstone in the ground, Mr. Prince, and you didn't keep your word and you made me do it. Okay, so what? I did it. I was scared to do it. I was terrified to drive that tombstone through the mountain by myself. I did it. I was terrified. I didn't want to do that type of shit because I knew it would bring out a different level of me. Once I reach that level of confidence, it's hard to turn it off. Now people think I'm doing too much. Nah, bro, you hear me? You feel me? It's Seagram Records. Rap a Lot Sieg is just a promotional company that I feel like I'm entitled to use because when I reached out my extended hand like a man, I sat down with motherfuckers and they don't keep their word and they listen to gossip instead of black and white. I had the blood test paperwork in my briefcase. I could have pulled it out. Octavius, we sit down, like, you could check in with my family. What they trying to do is take the legacy of Seagram and erase it because of how dominating he was. He was so dominating. He had his own money before Jay Prince signed him. He was so dominating. He was up under Little D. He was so dominating. He was the real East Oakland king of Oakland. Go watch the Ville video. He had about 500 people outside saying the Ville, the goddamn Ville. True story. Ain't none of this shit fake. Not no gold hanging around my motherfucking neck. Not no leather seats I'm riding on. None of this shit fake. Niggas is mad because I got my position together. That's the truth, bro. They ain't gonna tell the truth about me. And you know what? They'd never say none of this shit to me because it's not a person, even at the cemetery, that can talk to me about my dad without feeling like they better watch what they say. Not my brothers, not my sisters. I love my sisters. They pretty. I'm gonna fuck who claim me, who don't claim me. Nigga, I claim me. I claim Sig, nigga. And anybody speak on Sig, they know I'm coming. I know they tapping in with you like, don't fuck with him. Don't fuck with him. You know why? I got the right. I got the right. They got representing that much. Big Sig. Got the right. Got me fucked up.
So let me ask. So what is your relationship like now with a lot of the older Bay Area artists?
I love them. But if any of them say anything about my dad out of pocket to me, they know they can get their chin broke.
Okay.
That's real talk. That's real talk. If any of them dudes say anything to me out of pocket, I don't care about how old a rapper is. If you say anything out of pocket to me, you know how somebody talk about your mama joke? Oh, your mama this, mama that. Nigga, say something about my daddy wrong. Because, see, I've already let people say derogatory things expressing their relationship about my dad. And by me trying to be humble, they overstepped the boundaries of the respect level that I was showing them. So now I'm not letting nothing slide. I'm still gonna beat DB the General's ass for using my dad's face on a CD cover. I'm gonna beat your ass, nigga. I don't go fuck where we at. We could be at church praying. I'm still gonna beat your ass. You didn't tap in with my family.
Okay. So at this point, have any of the OGs extended the arm out to help you, or
Hell
help
no.
elevate your career? Any of that?
All cap. Them niggas all cap. Don't nobody want to work with me. They think I got a bad attitude. But you know what? I'm just passionate. I ain't got no bad attitude. I'm just passionate. I got my heart in this. You feel me? So like they'll like my pictures and shit. Like, ooh, I just want to let you know I like you. Ain't no what can they do for me? Nigga, you bought your daddy a tombstone. Nigga, you got cars, nigga. What can they do for that young brother? They can't do nothing for me. All they can do is get out the way and tell the motherfuckers that did that, they better stay low. Cause nigga, I ain't playing no games. I ain't gotta kill nobody. I'll break somebody's chin with this left and this right. That's on me. I ain't gotta shoot nobody. I'll beat you up and rip your pockets off and videotape it. And nigga, if you go to sleep, I'm laying down next to you videotaping it like, bruh, wake up, bruh. Wake up, bruh. You don't see, bruh. Wake up, bruh. That's what I'm doing to these dudes. So, like, I'm not the tough guy. I'm just about my daddy. I'm the toughest son he got. That's how we gonna label it. I'm the toughest son he got. I'm banging my family. Nigga, on all them old Oakland niggas that speak on Sig this, Sig that, they don't do that no more. They say the son of Sig is repping his dad the way he's supposed to. Everybody else is just jealous. They're mad. Octavius Miller outsmarted them.
Okay. So let's talk a little bit about you. What made you decide to get off into music?
I seen this cute girl in class. My phone keep dropping. I was young and I like rapping to girls. I like writing them poems and shit. When I was younger, I like writing poems to girls. I like I'm just rhythmatic with my energy. So like my music started directed toward women, you know.
Okay. Have you tried to remix any of your father's old records? Or
Man, I got a whole movie about my dad. This is another thing. I got a whole movie about my dad. It's already edited. It's like 65% done. We've been doing the movie for like 7 years when I got permission and authorization to use Seagram's identity. through my uncle Octavius Miller, through Seagram Records and Next Level Promotions. So on a real level, we already ready for Hollywood and whoop wobbly whoop, but I can't speak too much on it because there's some legal shit going on with it. So
Yeah, and I was going to ask you that because I know like for instance like Easy's kids, you know what I mean. I know one of the daughters came out complaining because they're like all other artists in the industry are getting to use his likeness and his music, and they haven't had the right to do it. Are you running into that same situation?
nah, see the thing about me is I will slap the shit out of somebody about using my daddy face. And they know I'm confrontational and I can fight. They see me working out. They see me lifting in bricks. They see me lifting transmissions. They see me. They don't want no smoke with me. But the thing is, I don't want smoke with nobody else. But at the same time, if you fuck with me about my daddy, nigga, I'm gonna hurt you. Fuck all the rules they got in society. Fuck with me about my daddy if you want to. Fuck with me about my family in any kind of way if you want to. Fuck if my family involved, I'm the dude they gonna come get. And that's the position I want my family. Like about my family, we going to war. Mental war. If it's business, if it's my business versus your business. If it's my little cousin versus your little cousin, it's my family versus your family. That's how it is. I'm mob oriented. It's about my family. Fuck that, everything else. My family come first.
Okay, so how many projects do you have out right now?
I got over 30 albums out.
Oh wow.
Put music out since I was like 15. I've always been rapping. Always been rapping. Some of my shit is just like premature. A kid with too much music access. My uncle Octavius had a record store. I grew up in the record store. His record store was in see, I've always lived between Portland, Oregon, and Sacramento. And
Hmm.
then but really Seattle, Portland, Oregon, and Sacramento. So like I've always been either in Sacramento, Portland, or Seattle, no matter where I would be at, right? But as I got older, I've been wanting to fuck with that LA, that Vegas, that Denver, that Hawaii. So I started traveling with this ism because for some reason women just gravitate toward me because I was passionate. See, I was knocking all the women when I was younger, just because while you lying to her, if I just express my true feelings to her and she feel my vibe, she gonna support my vibe because it got a feeling. So like I was capitalizing off of that wherever I went. Like I've always had mouthpiece from here to southeast. Excuse me. So that's why another reason why they like this is too good to be true. He's the son of Sig. Why he never said nothing? Why he wait till now? Because now little D is out of jail. I can sit down and find him. Uh Tuffy, he rest in peace. Like I had to really put my shit together. It take a lot of courage to hunt people down and talk to them face to face and find out what the real is. And I ain't got no more weed. I'm real passionate.
Okay, so do you have a record out right now that you're actually pushing?
Man, I just dropped 3 albums. The Son of Sig Part 3, Rich Off Equity, um, Early Parole Part 4. Um, I'm at the studio right now getting a lift kit put on my car, so I'm gonna just go up in there and knock out some more shit with this energy I got. At the same time, I always release music. I love music. Music is like my expression of my memories. So I got some good music, I got some bad music. I'm not on here capping. This ain't capping like I need somebody to give me recognition. This is more just like I get a chance to vent. I get a chance to introduce myself to anybody who don't know me. So when you see me, it don't look like I'm just emotional breaking down. Cause really, I got a plan in my personal life that's going so. I'm Bitcoining, I'm cryptoing. Man, y'all don't get your stocks together. Like, man, you hear me? Big gold around my neck, and I'm really just like playing just a little bit. But about my memories, I'm sharing with you and give you this emotion so you can feel it. So when I'm gone and I'm dead and I'm resting in peace, a person could be like, I like that dude. He was honest. He was different. He was organic. He's a little extra. But you know what? That's because a motherfucker grew up with no dad. All women around me. All women. Bad women. Cute women. Black women from the 90s. Old school dope gang. Only man I had was some uncles. and they're busy maintaining their kids. So it was temporary. No father. So if you a dad, you got to be in your kid's life. You got to be in your kid's life. That shit just bothered me like all my life. A lot of my bad decisions, my follower decisions, all that kid shit we do as kids, that should set you back as a man because you lack that information that your father could supply. So if you're a father, step up, man up, and be there for your family, man, for real.
Okay. Now, in reference to your style, is it anywhere similar to your dad's, or you got your own little flavor?
Man, I'm gonna tell you what it's like with my dad. For me, what it's like for me is he was a Mac for sure, but he wouldn't rap about it like that. But he did have some songs like that. So my uncle Octavius told me my dad was in transition from selling kilos of cocaine, being being on that East Oakland, to getting into music. So he started pimping, having prostitutes, lots of women. That's why he got kids. He was having women. So I'm like, damn, he was having his women. He was like, you remind me of him. I'm like, how I remind you of him? I'm doing me. He like, nah, man, everything you doing, he did. So I never watched his music. I never played his music. I didn't want to hear his voice. I can't see your face. Why I want to hear your voice? I don't want to hear your voice, man. You let these motherfuckers look. I'm just telling you, bro. I don't want to hear his voice. I had to become a man to accept this. You hear me? A man. Well, I can do anything. I can get served. If my leg was cutting something and they told me I'm going to die if I don't cut my leg off, I'm going to cut that motherfucker off. That's where I'm at in life. If they said, hey, man, your mom going to die or you got to cut your heart out and we'll put it in her, I'm going to cut that motherfucker out and give it to her. Here, take it. I'm dying. Yeah, this ain't cap. This is love for my family. This is real love. A lot of people say they love their family, but when you put your heart into it, put your all into it, like that's the vibe I'm on. Because when you have to accept these kind of responsibilities for the legacy of your father, and you know he was great, you hear his voice when you watch South. He just haunts you all your life. You try to ignore him, you try to mute him out, he just keep popping up. You watch South Central, the movie OG Bobby Johnson, and you hear your daddy voice on the movie. You hear Scarface rap. You're like, that's my dad. Why is he on this movie? His name ain't in no credits. It just say Scarface. But I can hear my dad's voice. I sound bitter, huh? Because I can say people's name that I looked in their eyes. I sound bitter. Yeah, the niggas be hating. If I look you in your motherfucking eyes and you tell me something about my family and I hold on to it, I can repeat it and as a memory of my interaction. So when I say something about somebody, they like, oh, he name dropping. Bruh, why God let me see you? Why God put you in my face so I can meet you for that experience? That's my memory. And I got it on camera. Like, I'm not name dropping. I'm fact dropping. It's just something about me they don't like. You feel me? They don't like the way I talk. They don't like the way I think. Women love it. These women love me. These niggas is just, they jealous.
Okay. So have you won a West Coast Hip Hop Award yet?
Man, I'd have won let me tell you something about the West Coast Hip Hop Awards. That's my uncle's award show. When he first started doing them, I seen him pass out the awards to everybody but me. Multiple times. I stopped coming to the awards for like 3 years because I knew I wasn't getting no award. That's the truth. I didn't go to the one in LA. Easy E's son was there. I could have hooked up with him back then. Uncle had him there. And one day I just started popping on YouTube. I started popping on Spotify and Apple. And Uncle started seeing me press flyers up. And I was at the award show and he gave me an award. Blew me away. I was like, oh, I finally got one. I seen you give one to everybody. Spice won, Nate Dogg, BayArea. I can the Snoop Dogg. You gave one to everybody. I ain't never got one. He gave me one. I was juiced. I still got it. I broke it a couple times. a couple times. I had to glue it together, man. I broke it. I broke it. It dropped.
Oh, wow.
I had to glue it together. I was mad. Yeah, I broke it.
So you say you was real close with Sibo, back in the day. So have y'all done any records lately together?
You know what? I want to tell you, my relationship with Sibo was more just like a guide mentor through the West Coast because I just looked up to him. His energy reminded me so much of just a leader that I knew that was solid. And I was in the studio with him one time. I think I was like 15. We were in LA at Yuck Mouth Studio. This is a true story. It's the realest, Sibo, and Mm. They had an OG from Compton, and all he do is smoke blunts, like back to back. He won't stop smoking. He won't stop rolling. And he in the studio with them, and they working on some music together, and I'm just sitting there watching. And the realist called me over, the one that did the Tupac impersonations or whatever. He called me over. My uncle, Baby Mike, he was California pimping. He dropped me off over there. I remember this day. I know you asked if I did any music with him. I remember this day because this is when I first met Yuck Mouth. Then Burberry like laptop bags had just came out. He got mad at me because I set it on the ground. He don't remember, but I remember. He was mad. He was like, "Don't be sad." But he tried to play. He banged on me, but he played it off with that. Got it? I mean, but he was really tripping about that bag being on the ground. He's like, "I paid 2,500 for it." I'm like, "Why would you pay that much for a bag?" So I remember this. I just never really wanted to fuck with you after he banged on me like that. That was a true story. So like when I hooked up with Sibo and I met him and I seen him rapping, I was just like instantly like amazed, captivated, and I just started studying him and I just started paying him homage. I felt like you got to give him his roses while he alive. And some people say I overdid it. Some people said I should have talked to him more. But I think what it was um, I was out of control. That's what Sibo said to me. He texted me. He said, "Man, you're out of control."
Oh, Sibo said that, huh? That's funny.
That's hey, you know what? I was sad when he said that. I was sad. I didn't know I was out of control. He said, "You're out of control." I was like, man, I know I'm doing this shit right. Cause I wrote him a letter when he was in the feds. And when he told me, he said, "Man, I read that letter like 20 times. I couldn't stop reading that letter." And I was like, "Damn, man, you like that letter?" I was like, "Yeah, okay, cool." So just my experiences with him made me feel like he wanted me to just keep mashing the way I was. He never told me to stop. My bad. I'm watching this mechanic trying to see what he's using on my car. Excuse me if I get distracted.
Oh, you good. So was you around when T was managing him?
No, I wasn't. I wasn't.
Okay.
I was around him when he was with Big Ikey, OG Ikey, and Killer Tay a lot, and Marvelous. You know,
Yeah, that's the
yeah,
homie right there.
yeah. Marvin Jean, she cool. Yeah. Damn, these some good memories.
Hmm.
These some good memories.
Well, so what's next for you? What else you got? You say you got the movie that's halfway done. You steady dropping projects. So other than that, what else is next?
I'm about to start taking boxing more serious. I like boxing. I like boxing. I'm gonna start taking boxing more serious. Start training. I like training. Like, okay, so this whole Tombstone experience has like opened up a new door for me with my confidence level and my personality and like where I want to be. Opened up a new door where like there's nothing that can stop me. So why not do things that I was scared to do because I didn't have a dad? Like I wish I could play football, but I didn't have no dad to go to the game with. Like, you feel me? Like, so like it's different little things that I want to try, and I'm about to start trying shit. Like, you want to know some real shit? I like climbing trees. I like pulling myself up trees by my hands. I always like climbing trees. I love climbing trees. I like working out. I like lifting weights. I like boxing. I like fighting. Uh, um, So like I'm gonna be involved in that and still doing music. And I only do the stuff I do to motivate people so they can find their tombstone. You feel me? Like I just call it a tombstone because that's what it was that made me feel like I can do anything.
Mm-hmm.
I was scared to do that. Yep, nightmares.
Okay. So, so is there anything that people that you may not have put out there that people may or may not know that you want to get off and let
Man,
people know about
I
you?
love everybody. I'm gonna put this out there. I love everybody because I don't know when I'm gonna die. So I want you to see my eyes. I love everybody. I really look up to Yuck Mouth. Um, I met him so many different times. He never remembered me every time I meet him. I have to remind him who I am. And I'm like, man, he met too many people. I love Sibo and Killer Tay for being the OGs that they are. My Uncle Octavius and being a mentor. I got a lot of new mentors. I got Ant and he does the credit and I'll tag his information inside inside the video. But he's a good mentor. So like the new stuff that's going on with me is I'm gonna have new music for you. I'm gonna entertain you. I'm gonna always make music for women, and I'm always make music for the hustlers. And I'm gonna start making music that you can play with your boss in the car too, because I got some game in there about like real estate, passive income, equity, building your credit, having debt, having bankruptcy. I got different things I can teach you about in my music that I'm coming with because I've been learning a lot. I've been growing a lot. I'm like a rose. I smell good. I look good. I'm soft to the touch. You rub me the wrong way, your ass will get cut. Yeah, I'm like a rose. Yeah, I'm like a rose. I'm a rose because I need a little sun and a little rain and I'm going to grow, you know? So I'm just putting that out there because if I offend anybody because I said their name in here, it's because I looked you in your eyes, we talked, and I met your spirit. And when I was in front of your spirit, you seemed like you loved my dad. And if you love him, why didn't you pull up at his grave and see he didn't have no grave? Especially if he's helped you do something to take care of you and your kids. They feel like I don't got the right to say that. I got his face tatted on my chest. I wear his face on my face. I got his face on my cars. I'm bringing him back because he need more respect. He need more respect because he didn't even get no tombstone. He didn't get no proper burial. Only sex offenders and like rapists and like real bad like motherfuckers get treated like that. Not no celebrity that wrote multiple gold records for Rap a Lot Records. Well, since you bitching about it, young Rell, why you don't do it? Okay, I did it. I still don't feel better. Me and that cemetery dude, we still got a relationship. They don't know if it's paid off or not. They don't know what I'm going through. You feel me? But it's in the ground. They don't know what expenses, what kind of sacrifices I had to make to do that. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna wear wrap a lot around my motherfucking neck. You know, it's just some gold around my neck. I ain't gonna put too much money on that shit. I like cars. I don't really like jewelry. I like cars. I like cars. I like $20,000 cars. You know, I like cars. That's what I. You wanted to know
Okay. Now,
something, so I'm just kind of telling you something about me, man.
yeah. So if any of your brothers and sisters was to see this, what would you want them to know?
Oh, like first of all, forgive me for what I've experienced that has me so passionate on how I express myself. I know I don't think with a filter, but I do think organic enough to express it from my heart. So if my heart is damaged and my spirit is damaged, please forgive me. Um, I wish I would have had you more in mind to represent you when I was doing my delivery when we were having this interview. And if you fuck with me, I fuck with you. And and if you need a brother, I'm here for you. That's what I would say to my brothers and sisters. And if if we have confrontation, let's just get through it. Because at the end of the day, we all smart. All my dad's kids is smart. They all smart. They all smart. They all do creative, organic shit, and if we work together, we'd be unstoppable. So that's what I would say to them. But I'm their fake brother though. I'm not the real brother. I'm not the real brother though. Yeah, go visit dad and see that tombstone. See, there's two sides of me. I could talk like I'm the humble little scared brother, or I could talk like I'm the big brother. So I'm gonna say it both ways. I'm still gonna be myself. I'm confident. I got a lot of confidence in myself. I love y'all. That's how I'm gonna say it to my brothers and sisters.
Okay. And have you ever tried to reach out to Little Sig?
Yeah, I don't do that no more. I'm not letting nobody hurt my feelings, man. You understand me? Hey, look, this is what I'm gonna do. See, if you let a motherfucker get too close to you that knows something, we all got the same pain. Check this out, man. We all got the same pain. You let a motherfucker get too close to you with the same pain as you, that's dangerous. You hear me? Or you got a bad knee, you got a bad knee, I got a bad knee, and we gonna lean on each other. I'm smart, man. I just look, when God want us to cross paths, we gonna cross paths, and when we do, we either gonna hug or fight. That's real talk.
Hey, well, that's that. Well, man, I know you're a busy man, uh, so I ain't gonna hold you any longer. But I appreciate you jumping on here with me, telling your story. You know what I mean? And I hope you get the justification of things that you're looking for out here, and wish you the best.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you, man. Like I said, when I first got on here, I wanted to represent myself right and try to be more mature. But I think I still got that damaged part inside of me that comes out emotional when I reflect about this situation that I'm involved in with growing up, not having a father and knowing he was a great man. So I just want to tell my future self when I see this again, keep working on it. You're still growing. This hasn't got the best of you yet. And if it's anybody that's out there that's going through something like that, just keep believing in yourself to control your passion so you can present yourself proper. That's what I'm going to say. I'm gone, fam.
All right.
All right.